I am a Zeus, Zumbaya, Zumbaya, my Zeus, Zumbaya, oh Zeus, Zumbaya.
It doesn't get any better than this. Campfire around the stars, s'mores, camp songs. I think the only thing we're missing is some good old spine-chilling ghost stories.
Oh, yeah.
Does anyone have a scary story?
I have one, and it's a true story, too.
Tell us, Nessie.
Yeah, go, Nessie.
A few months ago, I was hiking out in the Northwoods close to nightfall. I don't like anyone taking pictures of me, so I only come out at night. Anyway, it suddenly got cold and started raining really hard, so I sheltered in the first place I could find, a dark, rocky cave in the side of a hill. It was so dark in there that I couldn't see my flipper in front of my face. The rain was coming down sideways, so I moved toward the back of the cave to avoid it, when my foot suddenly crunched down on something hard and smooth, scattered all over the cold floor. In the next flash of lightning, I saw what it was. Mounds and mounds of gleaming white bones. My heart just about jumped out of my chest. I thought I'd better sneak out of there quiet as a trap. But just then, I heard giant bone-crunching footsteps coming from the back of the cave. I screamed like a girl and ran for my life, and never did find out what beast lived there.
Wait, what, Nessie? That was you? You're talking about my cave, my bone collection.
Bone collection, Cyclops?
Dude, I'm on a low-carb diet. All I can eat is meat.
Well, so much for my scary story. Anyone else got one?
I think I got one.
Let's hear it, Annie.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Well, it happened a couple years ago. I decided to take a little vacation. I rented an old house. Well, it was more like a creaky old mansion, really. Well, but I thought the silence and seclusion would be good for me, you know? Keep me out of trouble with the townsfolk.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got there after dark, and I started unpacking my things. And then all of a sudden, the phone rang. And I said, "Who in the blazes be calling me out here?" Well, I answered it, and this strange voice said, "This is the Vendor Viper. I will be there in 3 days." I'm not one to scare easy, but I'll tell you, this kind of shook me. Then the next evening, the phone rang again. "This is the Vendor Viper. I will be there in 2 days." Now, I was starting to get a little nervous. I didn't know what kind of viper this was or what it was coming for. And then the next evening, it rang again. "This is the Vendor Viper. I will be there tomorrow." Anyway, I was starting to get pretty frightened. So then that morning, the phone rang again. "This is the Vendor Viper. I will be there in 2 minutes." I packed my bags faster than you could say Jack Robinson and hightailed it out of there. I barely made it out by the skin of my teeth.
Annie Oakley? That was me! I am the Vendor Viper.
Medusa, why do you call yourself the Vendor Viper? Does it have something to do with all them vipers on your head?
No, it's my job. I wash and wipe the windows. I am the Vendor Viper.
Wow. Okay, Medusa, I think you might be overdoing it on all that creepy reminder calls. Anyone else got a story?
Yeah.
I had a bit of a scare once when I was a young'un.
Let's hear about it,
Yeah,
Cyclops.
come on, Cyclops.
All right. It was a really dark October night, and I was the only kid that showed up for the midnight hayride. I didn't want to look like a coward, so I hopped on. Not a good decision. First of all, the horse pulling the hay wagon was ancient and slow as molasses. He just kind of meandered through this never-ending corn maze while the driver just sat there all stiff and silent as the grave. Mist swirled around the wagon, and every little noise made me want to jump out of my skin. After what felt like hours of this tense, eye-popping agony, I began to hear a new sound coming towards the rear of the wagon. Stomp, 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 stomp. At first, I hoped it was just another hayride catching up, but no. Stomp, 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 stomp. That was no horse I was hearing. It was a two-footed beast, and a big one, if I'm any judge, and it was getting closer by the minute. Soon, my straining eye could make out the form of a huge beast coming towards us, with awful horns and glowing red eyes. He was so close, I could see the steam rising from his nostrils, and I was so scared I couldn't move. Suddenly, the beast bellowed, the horse reared and bolted, and as we took off, I looked back, and I thought I saw in the beast's clenched fist a blade gleaming in the misty moonlight. Good thing that horse knew his way out of there, or I know I wouldn't be here to tell this tale.
Cyclops? Is that really you? I always wondered if that little hayride kid was traumatized for life.
What?
Yeah, that was me, running after you. I was just trying to catch up and let you know it was pumpkin carving time. Probably shouldn't have waved that sword around, though.
You think?
Could send the wrong message. What did you think of my awesome corn maze, huh? That was really something. I almost got lost in it half the time.
Seriously, guys, this is getting ridiculous. Aren't there any scary stories out there that aren't about any of us? Oh.
Well, I might have heard of one,
Let's hear it. Let's hear it, Minotaur.
and I really don't think it could be any of us.
Okay.
Way too creepy. I think he's called the Jersey Devil. I've only heard rumors, of course, of a giant, lizard-like creature that turns kids into grinning zombies.
How does this Jersey Devil turn children into grinning zombies?
They say he makes this eerie warbling sound, and it grates the nerves like fingernails on a chalkboard. The children hear it, it casts a spell on them, and they begin to mimic and follow him.
Oh, you know, I think I have heard of him. I heard that his huge teeth are so white, it hurts your eye just to look at them.
His scales are the color of poison, they say.
Guys, I'm getting really creeped out. Why did we decide to camp in Jersey? Can you stop talking about this?
Yeah.
Wait! Did you hear that? It sounded like fingernails on a chalkboard!
Oh, I
Guys,
think I heard
something's coming. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Get out of here.
Oh,